Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to AWF Chaos. My name is Agent A. Beside me is Agent K. We are live where we are getting ready to see King of the Decepticons versus Deuce for the Triple Crown Championship. He got this title shot because he outlasted Deuce last time around in the ring. And here on Chaos is where the title match will be held, live from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Again, my name is Agent A. Beside me is K. We hope everyone is doing well this afternoon as we get ready for some good pro wrestling.
King has had a bit of a resurgence here in the Action Wrestling Federation. Came back on the scene under a different moniker, used to be known as Indian Savage. Now he's trying to be not only the king in this match, but the king of the Triple Crown Championship.
There he is, making his way to the ring with Agent Fox at his ring side.
Two wild men of the Decepticons, Agent Fox and King, have some camaraderie in the fact that they're both psychopaths. So that's what Deuce has to deal with going into this one. But if it's anyone who can weather the storm of a psychopath, it is Deuce.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is our first show back in a little bit of time. As we, get ready to, cool down, relax, and load up. I say relax, but we're going to do anything but relax on the road to end of days. And if anything, these last few weeks were the time for superstars to get their bodies in sort to potentially relax before the season of doom. Well, as you know, we're going to see a few superstars say and put it, it's the season where legends are made, dreams are made, or realized, or again, or they all come crashing and burning. For King, he could be walking in the end of days a champion for the Decepticons if he wins and holds on to it for the time he needs to. But here comes the man, the Anomaly.
Gonna be big shoes to fill, because the Anomaly, for lack of better terms, is a true architect of the Action Wrestling Federation. And what I mean by that is, he has carved his own path. Deuce, flanked by Saint, his protege, his friend, and Deuce doing the things that he has, those are hard to come by. I mean, I think that the AWF Faithful's opinion on Deuce is now mixed. Some see him as trying to turn over a new leaf. Some seeing him as being forever tarnished by what he did back in the day. But whatever the case may be, he is the Triple Crown Champion. He is yours and I's Triple Crown Champion. He's going to defend that title with every inch of his being here tonight.
And here, Saint, a former AWF Chaos champion, he's been kind of taking a back seat and just, kind of soaking up all he can around the AWF, supporting Deuce. Sometimes they've competed against each other, but above all, they have remained united. And Deuce is going to be putting that Triple Crown on the line against the Cons, the former world champion, multi-time world champion. And, up on the Chaos, seeing Deuce active and wrestle on the Chaos is still something that, not to say I'm getting used to, but it's not something we saw a lot of last year. Or in the year prior, because of, what he did. Now, becoming more of that workhorse he once was, getting ready to put that blue diamond belt on the line, Kay.
And let's not forget, it was King who outlasted Deuce in their Proving Ground match just the last Chaos that got him this title shot. So Deuce already has it, maybe in the back or front of his mind, I'm not sure, that King is somewhere near unbeatable, at least in 10 minutes. So it's going to take Deuce a lot more. Or if we study the tape, if he's done his homework, he'll see what mistakes he made in the matchup and adapt. And if there's any man who can adapt, it is the Anomaly. That's why he's earned such a nickname.
And here, King never won a world championship, never won a championship at all in the AWF landscape of things. He's hoping that will change on this afternoon. We've seen a lot of new faces and new champions crowned on the Chaos and other AWF TV brands. So, not an Anomaly thing to see, no pun intended.
Here we go.
Deuce will not get this belt back unless he pins or submits or DQs himself. He wouldn't do that. Let me not put it past him.
Can't put it past him, exactly. You cannot put it past him. Deuce is one of the most unpredictable wrestlers in the AWF.
The conniver, as Here we have it. It is AWF Chaos. It is live from OKC. OKC. Okay, no more chance. Here we go. It's live and it's right now. Bell will sound and go. The bell sounds.
The opening contest for the Triple Crown Championship, of course, made up of both hardcore championships and the Intercontinental title. And Deuce going over the top rope immediately.
Ringside area, and here King is going to go in a hot pursuit, but Deuce is back into the ring.
And let's talk about the matchup here. Deuce, of course, is strong as all hell, also agile.
Wow, look at
right
that.
now.
Beautiful. Oh!
Oh, and a reversal
King
by
caught
King.
him.
But King, he's got him in the strength department. I think he's got him in the power that he can generate.
Wow.
And look at King. Wow. Okay, that was a tricky martial arts maneuver there.
It's disrespectfully turns Deuce around, gets an elbow to the face. Here
Look at
is
Deuce with the crucifix pin. Rolling crucifix, trying to get King off balance and up and over. Here we go.
And down to cover, no. Kicks out.
First ball of the matchup does not go. King is dealing with a highly experienced, highly technical wrestler.
Oh my god, he looked like he was going for like a chop to Deuce's chest. We got a face full of elbow. And then a few jabs to the torso area.
Who has an insanely deep repertoire of maneuvers and strikes and holds and whatever you need to succeed.
AWF Chaos, ladies and gentlemen, you're gonna see later on tonight. Aeros make an appearance. He among others will compete for their spot in the Elimination Chamber. First time we've seen Aeros over here in a little bit of time.
That should be interesting.
Oh, now down here's King.
CIF Intercontinental Champion, perhaps trying to become a double champion across both brands. Look at this. Nice outside single shot into the ankle lock. Now King has to find a way to try and get to the ropes.
And King way too far from the ropes. He's just going to roll through, get Deuce off of his leg, frees himself up.
Oh! Boom!
Stunner! Big stunner! Down goes Deuce!
And not just down, he crash landed on the mat.
And the cover for the Triple Crown title, down one.
I don't think it's going to be that easy.
Triple Crown title, if you're unfamiliar, ladies and gentlemen. It is the AWF Intercontinental Championship plus both the TIF Hardcore Championship and the Actions Hardcore Championship.
With that nice suplex. Dropping King on the back of his neck. And Deuce, of course, is a fan of Japanese professional wrestling. Some of those techniques that he is adapting to his own game, like what you saw right there.
He's fan of it if he turned on the entire company for a Japanese company. Just saying, he's more than a fan.
Of course, but that's where it generated. That's where it stemmed from. And how could you not be the chop across the chest? Oh!
Half-hatch suplex down. And he's gonna roll out of the ring smartly.
King himself finding a bit of inspiration from Japanese pro wrestling. As you can see, the moniker King, very similar to King from Tekken, who's in turn is based on Tiger Mask. A little bit of a fun fact for you there. Oh!
And down goes King.
But this is no video game. This is real life. And in real life, Deuce just tried a double axe handle. Didn't get it to go.
This is a right hand club to the face. One of his own. King!
Oh! And then a shoulder block. So now Deuce has to regroup. Deuce has to find a way to try and take King off his game. Or else it's going to be a repeat of that Proving Ground matchup just with a different result. There is no time limit. There is no draw. You guys can wrestle on all night. It just depends on who gets their shoulders pinned to the mat for 3 seconds. Look at King with the rings of Saturn wrenching the neck of Deuce up and down, trying to tear his head off.
And Deuce trying to break free, but finding trouble. King being 6'7", rivals his former partner Juice in height. And there, he's gonna swing him aside.
Wow!
Down double axe handle.
It would have whisked Deuce away from pillar to post, literally.
And King had more diabolical recipes planned for Deuce, but Deuce is able to get on out of there. Hard right hand with the taped up fist, and slides back into the ring, avoiding trouble. King in pursuit, super kick, but he's not taken to his knees.
I was a little
King,
low. I think Deuce wanted to fire off that super kick to the chin, but can he get it to go? Deuce right back up to his feet. Now, the Triple Count champion, a little bit of momentum that is immediately stopped by that Fujiwara armbar.
And against Deuce, no less. This is an insult to injury. And Deuce wailing at that. I mean, that was a little bit more struggle than I intended. I thought I'd see. But that might just be coming from the fact that he is dealing with 6'7", 260 so of a man going at him. And trying another stunner. Deuce able to evade trouble. He escapes. Rolls, no. Ooh. Wheelbarrow.
And I know that we mention heights and weights all the time. As another stunner nails Deuce.
And he flew. He flew across the mat cover. 1, 2, no.
I know we mention that all the time, but only 1% of the population, folks, can even bench press 225 pounds. And King is 260. So imagine that.
And here, an elbow right to the dome top of Deuce.
Oh, look at the jaggedness of those arm guards that King wears.
And now right into cover, the face. 1, 2, and the kick out.
Tonight we will see some more qualifications, of course.
Oh, whoa, Deuce has more life!
Oh, here we go!
And that might be the end of Kings!
Just like that!
Rolling knee bar, and King is in the dead center of the ring. Nowhere to go. He can't get his leg to that rope. It's too damn far. He can't get his arms to the rope. It's too damn far.
He's in the middle of the ring. It's going to take the guts. Oh! And that's one way you get out of it. A flat of the boot to the mush of Deuce.
And he still can't get to his feet. Deuce doesn't care. He's not even letting King recover. Rains down. Some fists.
Here we
runs
go.
Off the ropes. Clotheslines him.
And a nice clothesline from Deuce.
And a stomp to the arm. Warming up the arm bar.
You know, I was just about to say, I'm surprised that Satan and Agent Fox haven't made their presence known in this matchup.
Well, Deuce is going to make himself known to Agent Fox.
Stepping on toes now.
And can't say that he's changed that much. Egging on King, but I don't think that's what he wants to do. Clothesline.
You don't want to have...
Clothesline to Fox. This is deliberate. Very deliberate.
I'm not sure if this is
hooks him up.
A game plan.
First 48.
That Deuce wants to embark on. I mean, you don't want to have two Decepticons on your tail, especially when you're trying to defend your championship.
And King looks down at his down partner, his injured partner, and he's staring daggers, hostile daggers into Deuce. A right hand, and wait a second. Went for that Baltimore pile driver. Oh.
Caught him in the back of the neck. Deuce, the mastermind, trying to get in the mind of King, but it may have backfired.
2, no.
Lateral press. He had the leg hook. That was all on Deuce to kick out, and he did.
And now, he's going to get dragged aside. We have a long card again, ladies and gentlemen. We'll have more, but one of the matches you'll see tonight is DJ making his debut. Yes, DJ, the younger brother of TJ, making his debut tonight against AWF World Champion Mo Game with the world title on the line.
Wow.
A first-time match with the World Championship on the line. And here, into an armbar.
Talk about sink or swim. The nice escape by King.
And there, right back to his feet. But King is going to grab Deuce up after the armbar escape. King bashes Deuce against the corner turnbuckle, and Deuce is
I'm not sure.
bloody and bleeding badly.
Here we go. Oh, and a kick right over the top of the head. I'm not sure if these submissions by Deuce are even having much of an effect on King. I mean, you're seeing him move like the start of the matchup, and that's just a Decepticon MO, right? You don't show pain. You don't show that you may be in trouble.
And there's a right hand. Here is Deuce.
A nice crossbody. But the Inami's going to make sure that King can't help it.
Oh, no, here we go. This could be it. The swan song for King.
Forbidden blow. And he hit him. I thought King
clean.
I thought King ducked.
Clean in the back of the dome.
That just goes to show the velocity of which Deuce hit that forbidden blade, but it wasn't enough to put King away. Now, Deuce has to reach in that deep tool bag and pull out something that he's never had before. He's never used before.
King.
At least in this matchup.
Locks it up. walking Deuce to the corner.
Just how quick the tables turn. A sharp elbow to King. On the middle rope is Deuce. Oh, and he just got swept.
King watches over the anomaly. The Triple Crown champion grabs the way to the corner. Big uppercut. And then a kick to the nose area. The right hand. Here is Deuce.
Oh, Destino!
And
he's often compared to in Tetsuya Naito. Now, using that Destino, I said he's going to try and do things that he hasn't done before, but I'm not sure about that. A corkscrew shooting star press.
And King completely read it, but King is not exactly in control right now. It's still Deuce.
Look at this.
Nice kick to the torso.
Move. He just snapped me, but he rolled with him.
And swing.
Here we go. Oh! And a dragon suplex to the outside. Deuce, the Triple Crown champion, is looking like the best version of himself in this matchup so far. But as I say that, heavy spinning kick and that kick on the top of the side of the head.
And now Deuce to his feet. Tight lock up. Here's Deuce. Swing. Miss.
Beautiful.
Schoolboy pops up.
Oh!
We are blessed to see this guy wrestle. I mean, really now.
If nothing else, this is a showcase of why Deuce is one of the perennial stars in the Actions Wrestling Federation. Why he is credited of building this company on his back along with so many others.
Nice snap suplex.
Because when the bright lights are on, when the time comes on, Deuce gives it everything he has for the AWF or for TIF when he was with them. But it doesn't matter the ring. It doesn't matter the logo on the apron.
And this could be it. King.
Deuce. Oh, and this. Oh, he hit it again.
Hidden blade. And it's going for the win. 1, 2, 3 after the long 3. And there, Deuce. And still a good fight from King. But that latter half showed why Deuce is the and still Triple Crown champion.
A valiant effort by the Decepticon King. But on this night, he was showed who the throne really belongs to, and it is the anomaly. Look at this. Forbidden Blade caught him in the back of the head, and it didn't take just one, ladies and gentlemen, but 2 times. There's a lot of people who have not kicked out of that move when Deuce is the one behind it, but King is one of those people.
And we have more coming up next. We thank you guys for watching Deuce.
Blood.
With a cocky
Oozing
walk off.
The forehead of Deuce. He knows he's been in a fight.
And there it is. The Triple Crown Championship back in his possession. We have more chaos up next. We thank you for watching.
Folks, welcome back to AWF Chaos. We just saw Deuce with a hell of a defense of the Triple Crown Championship, and now we move our attention to the Elimination Chamber Triple Threat Contender matches. 3 men who want a shot to be in the match for a shot to be in the match for the World Championship. There's a lot of steps, hoops, and bounds that these 3 men have to go through. But damn it, if I don't have a front runner, if I don't have a horse that I'm betting on, Agent A, you know who that horse is. Do you know who is the stallion of the pack?
Nigga, I'm high. Just say who it is.
Do you know who was racing out of the stables and across the finish line, leaving everybody in his dust?
Is it the D1 collegiate level athlete, TJ?
No.
No, it's the 39-year-old Tiptastic.
Wow. 39 years young, you mean. 39 years young. And Tiptastic, the president, the master of disaster, of course, wants to be reunited with the AWF World Championship. You can see it in what he did.
He's going to be back pain in a few minutes.
Back pain. The only back pain that's going to be happening tonight is when Tiptastic grabs TJ and snaps him over his knee. That's the only back pain you're going to be seeing.
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
he's going to teach the kid a lesson.
There is a new AWF superstar also debuting within this matchup. That is why you didn't see the match card in the triple threat startup. So I'm very intrigued, folks, as to, again, Who in the hell is that third person? We have another.
I'm always excited when somebody decides to join the AWF ranks. Not sure if you should have done it across Tiptastic though. This is not the time to make a name for yourself.
And here he comes. One of the best wrestlers in the AWF. If not the most athletic in the AWF. Former two-time world heavyweight champion. You're looking at TJ. And he won the world heavyweight championship kind of as two different people, if you can say. Once as the beloved, young babyface of the AWF. The second time around, he was doing it a little bit more like Anakin, but even then, he was very loved by these people who kind of just, even still support him. A lot of, they treat TJ fans are a lot of Roman Reigns fans, that no matter what TJ does, they're going to ride by him. TJ can hold up a bank hostage, and there are going to be a whole internet forums as to why he did it. What methodical, there are people that could be defending his actions, and you might be thinking I'm exaggerating, but I've seen it with my own two eyes. I see it when we're in these arenas. People are behind the two-time world heavyweight champion, one of the few competitors to have held that belt multiple times.
Being a good wrestler goes a long way in that fandom. Let me tell you that right now. And TJ is a phenomenal professional wrestler. I think the thing with those people are they don't want to admit that TJ may have strayed further down the path than he thought. That he's more alike to the bad apples in his family more than he thought. And
here he is. So we've had him inked, pen to paper for a few months now, but like a lot of them, they wait, they take notes, and then they strike. Burnek, one of the best combatants in the wrestling scene today, one of the best free agents, signed and is heading to that ring for a triple threat to potentially be in the Elimination Chamber now for his first or second match. That'd be crazy. Well, first, I don't know what he'd do in the weeks coming. Point is, in his first match, he's competing for some big things here.
Well, Burnek, you can see it on the back of his shirt, says just keep fighting. This guy looks like a fighter. He's got his wrists taped up. He's got a game face on. He's all business. I want to see how he interacts with both TJ and Tiptastic in this matchup. He doesn't look the type to just lay down. He looks like he's got some high impact offense. So we're gonna see how that plays out for him. But these two, TJ and Tiptastic, they've got their beef.
They're well acquainted.
Of course.
Too acquainted even. The bell will sound. And TJ is gonna it's TJ and Tiptastic that get at it first. Burnek flying!
Okay,
Tiptastic smartly get out the way and then takes Burnek down. The president ran for TJ punching at Burnek. TJ, air raid crash. Swing, miss, drop down. And Tiptastic with a pop. Oh, shit, what a hit.
Tiptastic stomping on Burnek.
Tie lock. Burnek.
How interesting of Burnek to try and take the limelight from Tiptastic in this matchup. I think it's a very crude strategy in my opinion to make your AWF debut in a match with the president.
Like? I'm not even gonna say it on this broadcast. I'm gonna keep that out of this.
Well, sound like Bobby Heenan, Jesse Ventura, some of the greatest professional wrestling announcers of all time.
Sound like you voted for a guy with a strong tan, and there's a strong shot, 2 strong shots to the back, and 3. That third one was to Burnek, not TJ. As Tiptastic is gonna fly. Oh wait, no, he's gonna spine buster. What a spine buster! I know these two.
Here we go.
A clothesline. It didn't sit the president down.
Oh,
nice. Flying around. Tiptastic is a ball of energy. I might have made the comment about his age. 39 years of age also might be very inaccurate. I just made a joke. Point is, yeah, he might be up there, but Tiptastic is in the prime of his life. If you ask him,
well, listen, Rollins don't pay you to make jokes, now do they? They pay you to tell things accurately, and what's accurate is that Tiptastic is in the prime of his life.
There's a right hand.
Damning his age.
Swing, miss. Burnek stops TJ's Kamehameha.
What a Canadian destroyer! Uh-oh!
Cover now for the win. And no, not to be. Right hand, Tiptastic popped back up. I don't think any
You know, I can see that Burnek is zeroing on Tiptastic because of his name.
I wouldn't say he's zeroing in. You know, he is in a match with two big name competitors.
I would say wholeheartedly. I think Burnek
and Super
1-2-3 count off the top rope.
That wasn't shit to TJ. TJ gets right back up. Burnek just went face first into a metal trash can.
Well, there's your name. And a knee from Tiptastic.
A right hand, and Tip tried to go as low as Flair used to do, but TJ and Burnek have something to say about it as these two try and maybe I can say this is the only time out there they're trying to pack in on the president.
He was just trying to throw an uppercut and his knee buckled.
Tiptastic is hustling. He is hustling because these two are after him. Burnek is the first one in the ring. Here's TJ now. TJ gets caught by Burnek.
Look at this.
Smart Hurricane Rana from the big man. Off the ropes. And a nice big splash.
Yeah, Burnek looks like 250, 260. You saw that Tiptastic did it better there. But Burnek, again, wanting to steal.
Did it better even when it didn't land
he stole
completely.
The president's shine.
Interesting.
He purposely dragged TJ away so Tiptastic would miss. I think you saw that. I saw that. We all saw it.
He's a competitor. He's an opponent. He might be supposed to do that. There's whips him. Oh, and he gets him.
Guillotine. TJ has been successful with this submission hold time and time again.
And Tiptastic is caught reeling.
But Burnek
runs over, stops it all.
Good instincts from the AWF rookie.
Kamehameha.
What a Kamehameha.
Might be the equalizer to end this all. 2 and
no. And Burnek with the kick out.
We have a night full of these matches, folks. Up next is Mystery versus Queen Spears. Two folks who lost their matches, their triple threats, but have a second shot at redemption. And it's on and up next. And there,
headbutt. A nice headbutt by TJ.
And their right hand. And as well another matchup later. Mamba Int, AG Jones, and CJ Speed in one match.
Look at
this. Look at
this.
TJ gets caught!
Just caught TJ. Oh my goodness. And now look at this. Tiptastic with the that was a German suplex. Half Nelson driver.
And now it's TJ and Tiptastic locking horns.
Nowhere to be seen is Burnek. Just caught that backbreaker. Did TJ from Tiptastic.
And up now, right hand.
You folks, you're seeing why they call him the president. It's not a nickname I gave him. All right?
Visionary.
Get off my case.
Tiptastic, although, look, all I can say is I'm happy that Tiptastic can get the respect he so rightly deserves. I've known the man for a while.
Rightly deserves.
Oh my God. Oh, to the ladder!
He killed Tiptastic. What the hell is wrong with him?
Mind you, I have to remind everyone, this is to get into potentially end of days. Kamehameha. TJ stops that.
Tiptastic will be nowhere near end of days if that keeps happening to him.
And Tiptastic might walk out on a body bag, but I've asked him. That man is assured he will be at end of days, and he is assured that he is going to win at end of days. To him, it's just a matter of the if and the when. We've heard that end of days will be at Wembley Stadium. It's just a matter of scheduling for the date now, but Tiptastic's very excited to be out in London for the first time in his career. And down goes London. Down goes Burnek. TJ, nice drop kick, takes Tiptastic and Burnek down.
Sure, Mamba Ant's gonna even be allowed in Wembley Stadium for whatever reason.
I mean, he might be very high, so probably not. And there.
Well, he's a criminal.
Will I be allowed? Dear Lord. Oh no! God Almighty!
A big pounce, but then a guillotine.
I don't have any connects out there just yet. Here, Tiptastic. Oh my! And this, I don't think he can survive another one. Oh wait, yes he can. He defiantly survives another one.
Can survive another one.
And this
is why he
made
can survive
the
another
Undertaker
one. The Phenom Slayer submission hold, and Burnek knowing that Tiptastic could have ended the match right there.
Only two people have made the Undertaker tap out: Kurt Angle and the man you see in black right there, the one with the TV on his chest, Burnek. Oh man, 1, 2, no, Tiptastic. That's it. That kicks out. Burnek was well away from the action, so that could have been a bad scenario for him.
He's sticking his nose into business where it doesn't belong.
How does it not belong? He's
Oh!
K360 in a rolling guillotine. TJ trying to get another one. Trying to
Tiptastic
back to his feet.
Not gonna happen.
Why would you say TJ is trying to take Tiptastic's moment by choking out the rookie instead of Tiptastic?
TJ's trying to been taking Tiptastic's moment ever since he got into the company. Let's be honest.
Wow, very interesting.
Oh man,
jealous of Kamehameha
since he stepped foot into the company.
And for the win, one.
And Burnek breaking it up.
Flying over there to make sure that doesn't happen.
Good job.
Off the ropes, rolling. Oh, 1, 2, 3, count.
He's stealing his finishing move. Now he's stealing his finishing move.
Big super kick pops him.
Good God, I love being right. It's my favorite pastime.
Oh, goodness. You guys hear this guy?
Oh!
GTS into a... He doesn't even like CM Punk or Kobashi. No.
He does it better than both.
He isn't or is?
He does it better than both.
Does it? Oh my God! You're ridiculous. You're now you're going too far. Here, be hard pressed. Tiptastic is so American he doesn't even know who Kobashi is.
Well,
you could put 5 to 10. You could put a gas tank of money on that bitch, right? Oh!
The wrestling fan of Tiptastic trumps the quote unquote American.
Right word there. In their right hand. I love being right. It's Tiptastic. Oh, I missed this program, guys. You know, there's so many rules on the other side of the pond. Oh! Tiptastic abides by no rules. He just flew over Kingdom Come to get to the Judas, to get to wherever the hell he got to in the Bible. That man is down. It's TJ now. Flying spine buster.
The hell of a spine buster. Tiptastic back up. And once again, go for the Phenom Slayer, but Burnek here to ruin things again.
Ruin? Such harsh words you say.
Is it not a ruination? Tiptastic looking to sweep the legs of TJ. Oh! Tried to crossbody there, or double axe hand. I'm not sure what that was.
And Burnek getting caught with these lefts. And TJ flying with an attack.
And he only missed the guillotine because Burnek was doubled over in pain.
And TJ,
what's this?
Is one of those guys that has always loved issuing and dishing out pain. That is why he keeps coming back to the AWF. You know, his football coaches have told him, "Hey, stop going. Stay. You know, you're too much of a investment." And TJ keeps going back because he got to do the things he just got. He almost coming out the hell out of Burnek. Oh my God! And Burnek! Air raid crashed Tiptastic!
No.
Cover for the win!
Not gonna
2!
happen. Not gonna
Burnek
happen.
is going to the chamber!
Restart the match!
Burnek!
Get a replay on that!
What is there to replay?
Handful of tights! You didn't see it? I saw it! Handful of tights!
I just snorted, guys. Oh, God.
Tiptastic had that match won. It was a handful of tights there.
Burnek
He just stole his shot. He stole his shot to Elimination Chamber.
Both TJ and TJ and Tiptastic will not be in the chamber.
Forget TJ. TJ lost. He lost the match. Forget him. Zilch. Nada. Zero. Tiptastic
versus Queen Spears up next.
No. Don't just switch to the next program. We're not going to skip over that.
Can you talk about it when you come back from commercial?
No, because we'll be calling the next matchup.
We'll have a little bit like 30 to 50 seconds before Queen Spears really comes out. And
I need to talk to the people who own this company. That's who I need to talk to. I don't talking to you is not going to do anything. You're not going to do anything about it anyways.
You want to go to Rollins and Lynch? Go ahead. Have fun. Have fun. You'll see you'll have as much fun as I have. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a date with Tiffany Stratton. More up next. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back on AWF Chaos. After Burnek won clean, fair, and square, we're on to another Elimination Chamber contender. These two ladies did not win their triple threat matchup. Avery won it, and that's why she punched her ticket. She's on her way to EC. However, this is a redemption shot for either of these former women's world champs to get back in the chamber with a one-on-one. Oh, God, and she is still walking out here with that chainsaw.
Dang, sunglasses. Oh, look at the pyro.
You know, everyone loves a crazy chick. I speak from experience. On her way to the ring is Queen Spears, and you know what? She's doing this as a way to repulse people and make sure that they stay the hell away from her. And I think they're doing a good job because no one in the AWF locker room has spoken to her. She hasn't even been really seen in the locker room like that. She's come and gone in the hallways, but in the hallways, everyone's kind of just gets away. She has an aura about her that's just, it's not the same since losing the title. And you know, she once spoke, you know, she said, oh, I don't care about that wrestling shit. Her words, not mine, when we had a conversation. Lord, when she's lost the title, I can't tell that she doesn't care about this wrestling shit. Because, again, she just doesn't speak. You ever seen Transformers Prime? You ever seen Soundwave?
You're surprised that a woman who calls herself the queen is beside herself when she loses something? Come on.
I mean, it's just a title now. Come on, right?
Well, I mean, it's a mindset is what it is. Queen Spears truly believes that she's at the top of the AWF women's locker room, and no woman comes close.
And here's someone who, you know, unironically, her former tag partners don't come close to her. Sorry, guys. But that two-time women's world champion strolls to the ring with a confident poise. And I say again, Mystery lapped her former tag partners when the Untouchables were going through whatever. You know, they've gone through rebrand, not even a rebrand, you know, mindset change after mindset change. Mystery finally cut the leaf from the shaft, or whatever it's called, and took on and got her own championship, and now again has a shot to get to the Elimination Chamber. A shot to end of days to win a world championship again. With all due respect to Noodle and Show KO are both current employees of something not on this soil. Not to say, oh, they couldn't hang, because this isn't about what's the big leagues and what's not. Pro wrestling is pro wrestling. If you're taking hard hits, you're taking hard hits. But they're taking hard hits on another side of the pond, while Mystery still stands tall as the last remnant of what once was the Untouchables. And here, even if they are still the Untouchables, they're not the Untouchables we once knew. Here, the two tight locks from these Goliaths, and nothing yet. They're not budging. Queen Spears, the first one to make something happen. Off the ropes, flying this Mystery. Tiger suplex.
Suplex on the back of the neck. You know, Mystery has built her roots here in response to your beautiful eulogy for the former Untouchables.
And here, down on the leg.
But for Shokyo and Noodle, of course, they try to find themselves more times than they may have liked, but Mystery has always known exactly who she was. She's a badass. She's strong, and she's got this hell of a power bomb that if she hits you with, it's gonna be lights out. Queen Spears finding more about that.
Down 1, 2. No, Spears back up to her feet. Spears
there. Do not expect either woman to work by the hour because they don't.
1, 2, and this is still something that you have to keep in mind. They are preserving their shot for the chamber. These two have already wrestled a prior contention match. This only came about because
triple threat one as well.
And now, Rollins and Lynch have respect for both of these competitors, believe it or not, and decided to give them this shot at redemption. Most other ladies that are losing their shot are all getting put in one big-ass pond. These two get a luxury to issue everything out one-on-one, a right in, then a club right to the face.
Well, of course, not only is this a sort of dream match, but both of these women are former women's world champions. Queen Spears being the most recent, and Mystery having won 2 championships.
Here it is again.
Here we go. Mystery.
Probably going for a lights out, goodbye, Phoenix Pond. And no, doesn't cover Spears just yet. She's going to get her away from those ropes smartly and intently.
Like I said, they're not working by the hour. This match is going to be decided by whoever throws that big shot and whoever can't take it.
Kick out. Right back up. Tight lock. And a
Queen Spears slipping out of the back. Thought she was going for the top block. Nice rear takedown. And now Spears mocking and mimicking Oh, Mystery and a slap over the top of the head. Well, that's not going to get you a pinfall, but it's going to aggravate your opponent. Nice Fujiwara armbar. Mystery rolling out of it.
Queen Spears do amateur wrestling? Where did she? My goodness. Though that she's been studying some tapes and whatnot.
Well, you got to know amateur to be the pro.
In here. Oh, whoa. Up high and down low. Queen
Phoenix
Spears.
bomb once again.
And now it's going to be twisted up cradles.
Boom!
Fisherman Buster to Mystery. One of the heavier, the tallest woman in the AWF. A right, a left, several rights and lefts. And in the corner.
Here goes Spears. Once again, the Irish whip. Uh-oh, Spears over the top. And here we go, Spears. Full steam ahead.
Off the ropes.
Misses the double axe handle.
No! Down. Cover.
What a way to switch the momentum. Queen Spears. Oh,
no.
And still. This match is quickly devolving into a battle of straight salvo missile fired shots. Cannon shots.
And Spears trying to fire back up with some of her own, a Grand Central Slam. And she is, one for something right there, not going to happen. Pops her.
And now it's Mystery's turn to turn up the heat.
Spear swing, miss, wildly.
Oh my God, what a clothesline. What a damn clothesline.
And a chop, thwarted. Tight lock.
Once again, this is what happens when you put two of the most physical, two of the strongest, physically imposing women in the Access Wrestling Federation against each other. You get magic like this. Not really magic for Queen Spears right now, though. She catches a headbutt from the two-time former Women's World Champion, Mystery, who was not really an original member of the Untouchables, Agent A. She was brought in as sort of a female centerpiece, but then became the centerpiece, if we're being honest. She's the only world champion in terms of a singles world title out of all those guys.
And here is still competing with a shot to get another one. While Queen Spears is trying to, well, right now she got a top. She is twerking on the arm, on this, yanking on it.
That is a shoulder socket injury waiting to happen. Look at Spears. Oh, nice suplex over the crown of the head. And now Spears has Mystery in a bad way.
Spears flies off the rope, spin, and then down. Nice suplex.
With the Kill Bill gear, can she kill the nightmare of not being able to contend for the Women's World Championship coming in days?
Spears.
And once again, look at Spears. Another suplex. She holds on to it to the rear waist lock. Is going to deliver a trio of suplexes to the outside.
German suplexes from Queen Spears with a 20 count that she can work with. They're on the concrete area, but Spears isn't going to use it. She is going to try and send Mystery back into the ring. She falls right in front of the apron side.
A kick to the stomach. Here goes Spears, reversed by Mystery. Now can Mystery get herself back in this thing? After that trio of German suplexes, can she find a way to rally?
Gets tossed aside. Spears, stomp right there. And up next, ladies and gentlemen, is a matchup, another Elimination Chamber contender. You might as well call it today Contender Day. Because up next, it is Mamba Ant, CJ Speed, and AG Jones with a mystery competitor. It is a four-way matchup. And unlike most of the triple threats you've seen, of course, it's a four-way with a mystery competitor who will potentially get into the Elimination Chamber out of all those three cousins, and who could ever the fourth one could be is walking into a familial cluster hell. And here
we go.
Oh, with these two right now, these two titans, they are not letting up any bit of
here you go, Spears. Ducks off the ropes. Lariat! Oh my goodness, she turned her inside out.
And Spears goes to the corner. Spear!
Oh, hell of a spear!
Cover for the win. 1, 2, Mystery!
That spear was so damn powerful. Queen Spears flipped over from her own momentum.
No.
Mystery. Here we go. The tensions are brewing in Queen Spears' head. Like you said, she came out with the chainsaw. She's not herself, and we're seeing the fruits
And Spears
of whatever
is going to smash a chair over Mystery's head. Mystery right back up the wow. Showing fight. German suplex. She gets the hell out of Dodge.
trying to conquer not only just Queen Spears, but her emotional shortcomings, as she can't bear with the idea of being separated from the Women's World Championship. But there goes another spear, and the chair's in the ring. Gonna dump the evidence.
And no, she's not.
Dump the ref.
Right onto the chair.
Spears is a mad woman.
And smashes the chair over the ref. No.
She is tarnishing this opportunity for herself. She got a second chance opportunity, and this is how she repays Lynch and Rollins.
And we have more chaos up next. Mystery
inconclusive
is gonna be on her way to the chamber. What in the blue hell? That's not how this was supposed to end.
What is guided
Mystery?
Spears?
Mystery's not damn done. Mystery's not damn done.
I say go get him. Go get him, Tiger. She just suspected you. And Spears!
Clothesline! Wait a second! We are still rolling!
We're still rolling because I think the match is still on. The referee hasn't called it off yet.
And Spears,
Here we go.
Wait, no! She was gonna pull the arm out of the socket of Mystery!
In a crossface, she just left Mystery laying.
Ref still down. We have more chaos.
Our arm has got to be broken.
Damn almighty. Mystery opponent. So don't say anything until the F. I have PTSD. I always have to check. SummerSlam 1. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to AWF Chaos. My name is Agent A. Beside me is Agent K. And we have ourselves not a triple threat matchup, but it is a Elimination Chamber contention match. A.G. Jones, C.J. Speed, Mamba and a mystery competitor. So, who knows? It could be someone making their debut. It could be a well-acquainted superstar. It could be someone from a whole other company. Who the hell knows? Well, if you want to count, I guess A.G. Jones is quote-unquote from another company. Is the Agents of Chaos currently reside over in TIF, over on TIF Dynasty, coming off the showdown in Kyoto where Deuce retained against Silver Viper. However, here he is stateside in the in the aftermath of that, the agents sending him on a mission to contend for a world championship. Imagine A.G. Jones at the end of the days for a world championship, no less. Maybe in the main event.
I can tell you who would want to imagine that, Deuce. And the exact reason is this young man has been conflicted as of late. You know, A.G. Jones betrayed his family to join the Agents of Chaos, and he hasn't looked back. Or has the Agent A? Because as of late, especially in a tag team match to contend for the TIF World Tag Team matches, if you saw Dynasty, folks, you would know this. A.G. Jones hesitated to pull the trigger against specifically his younger brother, Ice House Jr., and it was Los who had to get the tag team championship shot for the Agents of Chaos. So A.G. Jones' mind is scrambled right now. The young man doesn't know where he wants to be or what he wants to be, but I think the only thing that's certain is that he wants to win this Fatal 4-Way contender matchup.
And CJ Speed making his way to the ring, a former member of Ruination. We talk about people trying to make a name for themselves or trying to write their own book. CJ Speed has been through damn hell and back, from Ruination, from being in the shadow of one of the guys that'll be in this match, Mamba Ant and TJ. He is trying to break out onto the scene as his own. You see him walking down to the ring with that Babe Ruth away jersey, a Yankee fitted and all, and Still, still the same confidence of the once leader of Ruination, the 2-time Renegade champion. But yeah, that's just that. He has only held the Renegade Championship, never held a tag title, never held another championship, hasn't held a title since losing such red and gold and such. So we'll see if he can punch that ticket. But he is up against, well, at least definitively, someone who is the Achilles heel of everyone in the AWF, especially for these two young men.
The ace, Mamba Ant, who over the last calendar year hasn't really gotten a chance to have that world championship reign that he so desires. He hasn't had a chance to equalize and match the legendary 193 AWF championship reign that showed Mamba Ant's true colors and showcased both his wrestling ability and his knack for taking liberties to the world. But this perhaps is his last shot, Agent Ape. He wins this, he goes out to the chamber. He wins that, he goes on to face either Mo Game or his best friend, his rival, and former tag team partner, Kenneth Kilgore.
Double champion.
Yeah, exactly. He has the opportunity to face either one of those men, both men that he has history with at the biggest show of the year. And Mamba Ant would love nothing more than to share the spotlight or perhaps steal it from both those world champions. But he has to get through these hoops first. And CJ Speed and AJ Jones, I don't think, are keen on letting Mamba Ant get that victory. And who is going to be this fourth opponent?
Unfamiliar with this tune. Not familiar with the song, but just in this landscape.
Oh! Whoa!
Southern Legend Wrestling has come walking down the aisle. Crimson Cobra, Memphis, Tennessee's best. Well, from his day at the very least, walking it down to that ring. And he has not been in the AEW. He hasn't competed in an AWF match since November of 2024. That's quite a long time, I can say, guys.
Look at the Cobra. Still looks good for his age. If you want a clue how much of a redwood, how much of an evergreen that this man is in professional wrestling, he has shared collar and elbow tie-ups with Ric Flair, with Terry Funk, with Jay Strongbow. Yeah, that's a niche one. He has crossed paths with some of the most famous, some of the most infamous wrestling legends of all time. And Crimson Cobra is up there with those names. I'm not sure how the quote-unquote OG is going to fit into this situation. These are three young bucks who want a shot and want it now.
One his grandson and a cousin of his grandson, or two cousins of his grandson. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The bell sounds. And these four gentlemen competing for a world championship shot. All four trying to make it to the Elimination Chamber. Only one can. And look at this. Crimson Cobra going for A.G. Jones. That might give a smile to your face. Going old school. Oh, and look at Mamba Ant with an evolution of that very hold. And into a super vice on CJ Speed. They're both administering holds to CJ and AG alike.
The older man getting after the young bucks.
And now, a separation as natural as it would be in a fatal four-way. AG Jones goes up against Cobra, while CJ Speed would have been way too late to stop that. A clothesline rolling through it. And
AG Jones has no qualms against Crimson Cobra. He didn't even have any qualms against his own father. The person that he seems to be having some newfound remorse for is his younger brother. But Icehouse Jr. is nowhere to be seen. So expect AG Jones to be reverted back to that brat.
And it's CJ Speed going up against AG Jones, the older brother of his old tag partner. I think folks forget, that CJ and Icehouse Jr. are once the hottest tag team on the...
Yeah. And, CJ Speed decided to embark on his own because he thought he was bigger than that.
To think he tried to recruit Junior in the Ruination. Of course, Junior had other plans and whatnot, but that's a potential, a huge what if. Junior could have been right by CJ's side and all that nonsense. As
Well,
now
he's one half
it's Crimson Cobra.
of the TIF World Tag Team Champions, and CJ Speed is trying to get a World Championship.
Oh, and a
but
big drop kick. So in.
He's got 3 very game obstacles in front of his path. Crimson Cobra rigging that up.
And Cobra, not as exactly acquainted with those other with AG and CJ, but very well acquainted with Mamba Ant. Believe it or not, he's the one that taught Mamba Ant how to grow weed plants and whatnot. Damn it! Even though the original Dr. Green Thumb is in that very ring, and he taught him more than holds. I mean, he taught him everything. Oh, damn! He knows about how to get dirty and whatnot in his business. And rolling over. Hey, I guess if we want to blame.
Oh, a nice Michinoku driver.
Blame somebody for how Mamba Ant is. We have one person anyway. Mamba Ant right hand.
And I don't think that's fair. Crimson Cobra. I've done my research. By all accounts, was a phenomenal person.
There, nice chop. AG
both in the ring and backstage.
Off the rope, swing, miss, nice, and shot to the low section to the legs of Mamba Ant. AG Jones, but Mamba Ant kicks right back up. Try to wicked chop. Damn almighty, a verta breaker! Then Cobra! Canadian neck breaker. And that's the type of administering style that Cobra is, he stands out like a sore thumb in his match because all the other 3 young gentlemen you see, here's Jones, here's Speed. Boom! To sleep, right to his cousin, hooks the leg, cover now, 1, 2, and no.
I once heard a story that Crimson Cobra was a man who convinced Ric Flair to dye his hair blonde. And history was written from there.
And here now it's CJ Speed and AG fighting ringside. AG Jones, nice middle of nowhere kick to CJ Speed. And whoa, Mamba Ant. That is Mamba Ant's barbed wire bat. That Crimson Cobra swinging amok. And he misses.
Now Cobra might be several decades older than CJ Speed and AG Jones and a few decades older than Mamba Ant. But that bat isn't.
And here, Speed Jones tried to shot with the stop sign and got a hell of a chop from Ant. Mamba. And look at this.
Look at CJ
Speed. We all know those two in this setting, in a hardcore setting, have had some historic bouts. Mamba and Speed at 2024's Royal Rumble.
Boom!
5s, whatever the hell it was. And no! God, Mamba Ant missing badly.
Landed right on the stop sign as well. Michinoku driver from Jones.
And then a pop chop to CJ Speed. AG sends Ant back into the ring while Jones gets caught with a stunner. 1, 2, 3 count. And
here comes Mamba Ant. Double rotation moonsault up the top to the outside.
And CJ
oh
Speed
my God!
is going after Cobra. But Mamba Ant has more plans. With the driver. And now it's Ant and Cobra scrapping up. Nope. And no, stopped. Cobra chop by Ant. Another chop. Swing. Duck under. Mamba, believe it or not, was just controlling the offense for a hot second there. Everyone was down while the 10-time world champ stood tall. And another. Who does he think he is? And here, maybe trying to one up his granddad and show him how it's done in the modern day with the big New Japan light just flying at him with him.
Well, the thing about learning the fundamentals is that they never leave you. And as much as this game called wrestling evolves, if you know your fundamentals like that, Luthez press.
Ant took his eye off the ball for a second, and Cobra took advantage.
Who's one of these guys you think has ever watched a Luthez match?
The one that just uppercut his grandson. There. Into the corner. And look at this. Vintage
Cobra.
Cobra.
Do this back in the 70s. This is all brand new right here. Big DDT on the door.
And down CJ Speed. AG Jones.
The old man still got it.
He stares down Speed. And
here we go. Hammerlock. Armbar applied. Crimson Cobra finally getting eyes on it. Or does he want his grandson to tap?
And he looked like he did. He and Cobra and Ant made direct eye contact, and Cobra was not moving a muscle.
There goes a Cobra clutch.
2 Crimson Cobra. Then there's a welcome to prime time. Speed gets that split up.
And wow, that table is still lit aflame.
And it's going to start to get real smoggy in here in just a few. Damn it, I think I just saw a fan light their J off of it. What the hell now?
Presence at ringside.
Is that even legal in this state? Here. Oh, CJ Speed picked up by Mamba Ant.
Well, I don't think anyone in Oklahoma City is
Oh my God!
too much concerned about legality.
And into an adjustment, and then gets a face full of barbed wire as soon as he turns around. Speed down through the table. Jones need Cobra, but Ant is back up, swings away with the bat. And it's the barbed wire. That Mark Teixeira signed barbed wire.
A.J. Jones saying batters up. Mamba Ant rolls out of the way. Gets hit.
Push up to his feet. No, out the way. Chop miss. Kick low section.
Oh, and he went low. Well,
super low. And into the cover now for the win.
And it's
no.
illegal. Saw Crimson Cobra come in. He might have sensed CJ Speed was in the ring. Uh-oh. Oh, big Cobra clutch slam.
And CJ Speed, and he's doing his dirt all by his lonely. There is no TJ. There is no Mamba Ant. There is no, well, there is Mamba Ant, but there's no Mamba Ant on his side, rather. There's no Undisputed. This is all him. He is fighting to get his own world championship.
And that's exactly how he'd want it. Unlike he doesn't want to be associated with his family, particularly because they're so successful. He doesn't want his own success to be tied to anyone else's.
In a way, look at this here. A welcome to prime time on Cobra. Ant has no bounds. He's going to the chamber. 1, 2. No!
And a kick out after prime timing his own grandfather.
And here, back body drop. We can't say like his own grandfather. Oh, wait. Cover now. 1, 2. Oh, whoa, 3.
Wait a minute. Now, we were talking about hypotheticals. We were talking about maybes, but it actually came true. CJ Speed
is going to the chamber.
And not just going to the chamber, he beat Mamba Ant for it.
I mean, you can talk about how he did it. Sure, didn't have the loudest exclamation point, but he pinned the 10-time world champ.
Well, like I said, the fundamentals will never leave. It was a big back body drop across the door, and I guess Mamba Ant might have got floored from it. CJ Speed sneaking the win, and he's one step further to capturing a world championship at end of days.
And Speed, congrats to him on the way to his first Elimination Chamber matchup this month. And ladies and gentlemen, we have more up next. We thank you for watching. It could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us.
Ladies and gentlemen, and I want to say impromptu, but of course this is boiling for weeks. But it seems like this young man DJ shouldn't even be here. Mo Game did not want to wait for Elimination Chamber. Did not want to wait one more second, 1 more hour, 1 more minute, whatever the time may be. He wants DJ now, tonight, in Oklahoma City for the World Championship.
I mean, he's out of his damn mind, but I think he wants to put an emphasis. He is tired of the AWF playing on his name, I guess.
I'm not sure. He is. I'm not sure which man is out of his damn mind.
Gracious, here he is, DJ, the younger brother to TJ, the younger cousin to Mamba Ant, and so on. Again, it's like we're dealing with our own versions of the Samoans, the Panamanians, or some shit here we got going on. And then but listen now, it's DJ, and he's here. Listen, there's a few passions he has. Wrestling was one of them. He wanted to try and get this ticked off on the list, and he is here, and you can see it. And I don't think he understands the magnitude. I mean, I don't think he really understands. He's in a pro wrestling company.
Of course he doesn't, because he attacked our champion and then disrespected our championship. The AWF World Championship is perhaps the greatest symbol that we have in the Action Wrestling Federation. To hold that title means that you are the face, you are the brand, you are the guy. That is Mo Game. But almost a night after he won it, DJ decided to take his shot. And this is how we hear it now. Mo Game, AWF World Champion, facing DJ in his first match here in the Action Wrestling Federation. That is unprecedented. But that's where we are.
You can go one of two ways, folks. That's all I can say. It's like in baseball. Either you're gonna you're gonna hit or you're not.
Yeah, I mean, we saw that DJ was able to impose his will on Mo Game. Of course, it wasn't a Mo Game that was 100%, but the proof is in the pudding. I mean, DJ is, we don't even know if he's an actual trained professional wrestler. We don't know.
I've done. Remember, he has been trained. He has been trained by the folks he's grew up around and such. Believe it or not, it is Kilgore took lead in training the young man. So do with that as you may. Do with that as you may. It was not Mamba trees of training. Well, of course, with some input from a
Well, you can be trained by the greatest in the world. Until you step in that ring and until you apply that training, you are still just a rookie. You're certainly not World Championship material. I think this is going to be a short affair in favor of Mo Game.
You do believe maybe Rollins and Lynch are setting the young man up?
Well, I don't think they're setting him up, but I think they're giving Mo Game what he wants. He's a champion. He's got sway. If he wants DJ, we all saw what this young man did to Mo Game. Yeah, if he got enough balls to shoot at the champ and the champ wants to shoot back, then I see no reason for the match not happening. But
and here Mo Game holds up the AWF World Championship.
It's only a matter of time for Mo Game, who burst into the scene and skyrocketed into the main event.
Incredibly tragic if Mo Game in his first defense lost to the rookie he challenged. Well, the rookie he gave a match, because this didn't need to happen at all.
It did not need to happen.
DJ could have went up the ladder for months on end, like a lot of folks in this company have had to. Some folks have had quick weeks, rise-ups and such, but DJ would have had to put his notes in to do so. Mo Game gave him this in a silver platter, so he better, where have I seen this before? You look...
I feel like it's a broken record at this point, but the apple is not far from the tree. I think it's still attached.
Tight lock from these two. And another one. And to see it,
we don't have to mention the size difference because it's obvious, it's visual, it's apparent.
Mo Game looks sick. DJ was going for something else, and wow! Oh man, clothesline rolls through with it, and Mo Game maybe getting taken for a trip right now. Oh, big drop kick, and I think
sent him halfway across the ring.
There you're seeing the training coming to play. They're seeing that background
I don't think
amateur wrestling
might have trained him to dance in the middle of his match.
Well, I don't know. I don't know about that part. That part, of course,
that might have been a little bit more Mamba Ant.
And here, into the corner, and there, DJ. Oh, nice punch to Mo Game.
What's this?
Choking him out. Oh, reverse DDT, hooks the leg, and then a cover. 1. And this for the AWF World Championship. DJ debuting in a championship scenario. His older brother, TJ, we all know the story about the man in blue. I can say maybe again this is a better opportunity for learning than TJ. There is no Decepticon reign I see. As far as I know, this is a one-man gunning machine. And here, of course, Ann has tried to speak up on his behalf or to try and, metaphorically jump in front of a bullet, but DJ is more than enthusiastic. He wants to be a part of this company. He wants to fight the best of the best, and is doing just that. And he's powerbombing him on our table. God, he just sent them flying. He sent one powerbomb on the table, and then another, a last ride. God, he's not done.
And DJ's being impressive in his debut. I gotta say, he's not looking like a person who's having their first match right now. He's looked like he's been in there for years. A nice, lifting, gut-wrench powerbomb by DJ.
And Mo
Game has had...
Hey now, that young man better go nowhere near that green gas. But a welcome to High Time from DJ. And and Mo Game knows he was in the clutches for a third devastating power. Wow.
He already was powerbombed on our announce table, Agent.
Then onto the ringside area, that thinly padded.
Here we go.
Concrete. This co-main event is here. No, wait.
And now, in the back of this announce table in the front row,
Mo Game getting folded in half.
Look at this.
Destino!
You know, the agility of a person that size to move with the Destino.
And Mo Game still caught up on. No, he's not going to. Yes, he is.
You know,
and another onto our announce table. The back of his head, the body, every bit of Mo Game is in pain right now with no game. See, he has fight. I see fight.
What CJ Speed obviously lacks in experience and in wrestling acumen, he makes up for in pure physicality.
And here, title up. It looked like he was going for another Welcome to High Time, but Game scouted it. Game himself has said he thinks the best match of his career happened against this man's older cousin, and so to be facing him, you know, he's seeing maybe a few familiar tricks, so to say. Then whips him against the corner turnbuckle. Back up goes Game.
Let's talk about what happened in that match. 2 out of 3 falls Extreme Rules. A taxing, grueling matchup.
Wow!
You were surprised that both men could stand after that, but if that doesn't show you that Mo Game is willing to go into the deep waters with anyone, in any scenario.
And TJ.
Nice double leg there.
DJ. Now getting several.
Game with the mount.
Several shots.
Palm strikes. The kid is covering up.
Now.
And unfortunately, this is the reality. Mo Game suffered an offensive onslaught coming from DJ.
With another big drop kick.
But I theorize that a mistake is going to be made somewhere along the line. This kid is going to trip up.
And Mo Game, because it appears he is hitting every note, every technical note someone can maybe hit.
The only person who knows really might be Mo Game.
And again now DJ going for some more.
In a debut match, there's nothing to scout. There's no tape to review. All you have to rely on is your instincts.
And another
damn it, who has
DDT
better instincts?
Flatline the guy.
Then Mo Game in the Actions Wrestling Federation. That's why he's our world champion.
And oh no! Oh no! That could be the swan song on Mo Game. There is blood on the brow. Blood on the brow after that knee.
And remember, this and a nice bicycle kick floors DJ.
But not for long. Back up. Mo Game needs another one to send him back down maybe. DJ gets another one, a right hand. These two are going back and forth. No ground being given up between either gentleman as DJ finally gets Game. No, Game is going to send him into the corner. Back and forth.
Look at this.
And finish this AWF World Championship match.
Flip pin. You're going to get him like this.
1, 2. Imagine DJ no.
And that was a very close 2 count. You wouldn't see somebody who's won a world championship perhaps make that mistake.
And a nice knee. DJ.
Look at DJ.
Oh my God, that drop kick got Game flush.
Pinpoint drop kick. I got to give it to him.
And back up. Now, another exchange. DJ has Game up over the shoulders.
Another power bomb.
Oh, he's walking him. What is this? Wait. Last ride, he drove his head on the turnbuckles. Wait. TJ's theme. TJ's Titantron playing right now. Wait. DJ, behind you. TJ is in the ring. TJ is standing, looking down on his younger brother and Kamehameha. Oh my God.
Hide his younger brother?
He just... And he's gonna give Frat Mo Game the world championship right back to him.
Sibling. That's his sibling.
2 and 3. Earlier tonight, TJ lost.
What is that all about?
His chamber shot. And now, later on, he guarantees DJ in his first ever AIM wrestling match, he makes sure he will not become world champion. I think that's all what it's about, K. TJ in his first match, first 2, he didn't exactly become champ.
You think he's jealous?
What else could it be? Maybe this is the older brother trying to humble younger brother. I mean, listen.
We've seen petty feuds before, but from my knowledge, TJ and DJ were great. I mean, they're siblings for crying out loud. You don't do that to your sibling.
In his debut match?
World Championship match at that. And Mo Game, I'm sure, did not want to defend the title that way, but he has to get it how it comes. And they came in the form of a Kamehameha.
And we have more up next. We'll get exclusive detail if we possibly can. But DJ getting not the best ending to his first AWF Chaos. We have more up next. First, Jesus Louise. And gentlemen, welcome to the main event. After that screw job, TJ making sure his younger brother does not become AWF World Champion on this day. And instead, we're back at it for the final chamber contender of this day. It is Sorcerer, Carom, and Aeros. #1 contention match for the Elimination Chamber again, for that chamber shot. One of these guys is an active champion of the TIF landscape. So it's interesting to be seeing that. And here comes the former member of Ruination, Sorcerer.
Sorcerer, also a student of the Thunder Dungeon, a man who has been under the tutelage of some of the best professional wrestlers on planet Earth today, especially in the Action Wrestling Federation. But somehow that hasn't translated, HNA, into him being one of the best today, into him being a premier athlete when it comes to the Action Wrestling Federation. I think he's starting to scratch that itch. We saw his match against Kenneth Kilgore on Warhead Wednesday. An absolute barn burner, but he couldn't get the job done that night. You can have all the great matches you want, and people know this. You can have a performance of a lifetime. If that does not translate into championships, you'll be remembered as nothing more than a good hand. And Sorcerer does not want to be a good hand. He wants his hand to be full of the green and the gold. And he's one step closer to that tonight. But he's got uniquely 2 TIF guys. Interesting situation here.
And, well, again, I think this is prime opportunity. We just saw CJ Speed and Burnek on the same night. A whole bunch of interesting wins, so to say. If Sorcerer would have clinched his shot up against Carom and Sorcerer, and though he is not exactly the most familiar with them, he has, seen these guys. Well, he's familiar with them backstage. He's known them backstage for years, off the indies and such. But they have not exactly seen each other all the time in the AWF. He's slightly familiar, but it's, been a time. This might be the first time all three are just in a triple threat matchup. And, of course, you might learn a lot from a guy in the short moments he'll share in this match. They might feel like long and hellacious moments, so who knows how long this can go in this main event.
And speaking of hellacious, this man's ego was hellacious. Carom. Choco's still out of action. I haven't updated the TIF fans out there, but Choco is still needing to have surgery because he's got a fracture in his neck from the leg drop he sustained at TIF Budokan about 2 or 3 months ago. And that's because of this man. This man is such a sore winner, not even a loser, because he won that match, and he won it in an emphatic and professive fashion with a shooting star press. But ever since this man, not even ever since before, but really ever since, this man is parading himself around as if he's the future professional wrestling. He says that he doesn't have a destiny, he is destiny. Sure, whatever that means. I think this guy's a punk.
I think he's full of himself. He had
more than full of himself.
He's
full of
mentored by a women's world champion, Liv Morgan. You might want to say what you want about Liv Morgan, but it's being mentored by one of the current greatest in the world. With he has burned bridges and is still trying to create this image of him on a mountaintop so far above the rest of the AWF, and here he is, ladies and gentlemen, TIF's finest, AJ Aeros.
The Intercontinental Champion. AJ Aeros making a return here to the Action Wrestling Federation, a place that he calls home.
And for AJ Aeros, he is living up to that Intercontinental name, of course, going from Japan and walking down this AWF aisle again in Oklahoma, not even a week after defending it against Michael Stevens. And might I just say that those two put on a wrestling clinic. Everyone at Kyoto did.
A classic matchup where AJ Aeros was pretty much forced to wrestle Michael Stevens' sort of matchup and somehow survived. Got it with the Muscle Buster. I wonder if we're going to see one tonight. It seems that AJ Aeros is constantly evolving his game in, I mean, that evolution might take him all the way to end of days to compete for a world championship. He's already a world champion in this company, so all he has to do is do it again. Easier said than done, but if anyone can do it, it is AJ Aeros.
And here, ladies and gentlemen, we are. It is live. It is the main event. We thank you for being here.
Carom, start getting buckets, man.
What a way to put it. Oh, look away, Marge. Look away, my... Look. You can look now, yeah. Wait, let me just make sure again we're recording. Because that would be tragic! Toasty! 3D! I love thank you, Mortal Kombat. Here we go. Main event is live in Oklahoma City. And the bell has sounded. AJ Aeros is...
Easy.
He's gonna watch as Carom and Sorcerer get acquainted.
Well, I think all of us want to watch Carom get beat up, so I don't, really fault AJ Aeros.
Sorry, well, Carom and AJ Aeros, well acquainted. Those two were practical rivals last year. Oh my! Slams him down as Uranagi, and then another one to Carom. AJ Aeros using his body, big body. Wow! Whoa! Agility right there.
Thunder Dungeon type suplex there, but AJ Aeros flipped out of it. Big move after big move. These three young men getting it out of the way. Oh.
Just clobbering right hand from Aeros to both gentlemen. And Carom works his way out of there. Clothesline. Nice shot right there, mid-low section.
Aeros with a nice super kick. Oh, and a pump kick by Carom.
And Carom runs, well, Aeros, someone ran into the damn referee. There must have been Aeros, because Aeros is sending the ref out of the ring, and he is leaving just the three gents you see to scrap with one another. Aeros.
Well, I'm not sure if Aeros realizes, but the official needs to be conscious for there to be a decision made. But I guess to him, he was just another body in the ring. Nice touch from Aeros and a shot to the gut to Sorcerer. Oh! Takes Sorcerer down. Sorcerer being the largest and strongest competitor in this matchup. Even had a bit of height and size on Kenneth Kilgore during their match. Reverses the boot.
Goes Aeros. Aeros pushes himself right back to his feet and try to punch the back of his head. I think that was a clothesline that just barely missed. And oh, we've seen this. Carom choking the life out of Aeros. He's going to have to quickly maneuver out of here if he can.
Now, funny enough, this match could have interesting implications. If Carom was able to defeat AJ Aeros, maybe he'd have an Intercontinental Championship shot lined up for him as well as going to Elimination Chamber and perhaps going to the end of days. I mean, it was Carom who was the second to last person.
Oh, look at that. I thought it was going to be a neck breaker.
In the gauntlet match on TIF Dynasty. Couldn't get the job done. Lost to Michael Stevens, obviously. But we saw that day that Carom
can go the distance. And, listen.
Of course. And it can break out as a single star, which is his whole MO.
Carom has made it a note that he wants to be one of the anomaly and the only few guys, if not the only guy, to truly go between AWF and TIF both freely as he pleases. Says no one company can contain his talent. And there is a stomp right there.
And no one company can contain his ego either.
Yes, he left that one wide open. And there it's Aeros in the corner recuperating while Carom gets a forearm across the forehead of Sorcerer. And I don't believe Carom sees Aeros directly behind him. Aeros is also not going to make himself known. He's instead going to get another table from the ringside area and set up. So we got our table, the table right there. So there's 3 tables around, guys. And oh, whoa, he drops the table. He sees what's going on. The cover down for the win. No.
As much as I would love Carom to have gotten pinned there, AJ Aeros had other things in mind. As Sorcerer now is on the top, leaning on the top rope.
No.
Oh, a nice sweep of the legs.
Sweep. And checking on the folks that have clinched their shots already to the Elimination Chamber.
Sorcerer taking out to the outside. And here we go.
Ooh, Sorcerer lights the table on fire. Carom trying to hit and blade. but he just missed. Sorcerer shoots the single leg and gets a right hand.
Carom, Sorcerer mixing it up here. AJ Aeros stopping whatever those men had in mind. A pump kick to Aeros. No one man can gain an advantage here because they're so dynamic, so agile, so athletic, first of all.
And tries a no, gets him there. Into the corner.
Look at Aeros and Sorcerer mixing it up in the ring. Nice hurricane. Oh, no. The face buster into the arm drag. To the arm bar. La Mística. Aeros with the sharp elbow. Gets caught by Sorcerer.
And there, Aeros is going to get sent to the corner. No, Aeros sends
Big
Sorcerer.
power! Oh, no! A backbreaker!
And deliberating, that is going to hurt any competitor, man, woman. And,
And
oh, man, he gets one.
Carom.
Here, off the ropes. Is he going to get no Sorcerer? For Sorcerer, you have to watch out for that Ryu-like Hadouken he's got. Oh, wait. Carom! Carom got caught!
Are you kidding me? Oh, GTS!
A GDS to Carom, and he, wow! Sorcerer almost had to kick the Aeros. He ducked the hell out the way.
He almost kicked his head off. And now AJ Aeros. Here we go.
And
it's gonna be a power slam through the table.
Aeros. Down goes Sorcerer, and he has more in store. That's a flying elbow with precision.
AJ Aeros, of course, is a flashy son of a gun. He likes to entertain the crowd, but I think I would have went for the pin on Carom there. I think I would have not needed to do more damage and went for the pin to punch in my ticket. But obviously, I'm not AJ Aeros. I'm not the IWGP Intercontinental Champion.
Nice try to snap suplex. I think tried to put him through the table. Doesn't exactly get it. And here's Carom with the table. And that's a door.
Oh! I thought it was a low blow, and he got hit with a knee.
Low as hell. And did get that was a flushing knee. Carom going for an angel's wings, but looks like not going to be enough to put away Sorcerer just yet. Carom picked up slowly. Aeros. And these two going to pick... Wow! A DDT to Carom. Double DDT. And Carom now firing up. Misses the big chop.
What a physical main event this has been. Look at Carom now. Of course, with cheap shots. Oh my God! Oh!
Goodness! God.
Oh no!
Oh my God!
What a fall by Sorcerer! Head and neck first into the table.
And Aeros like a wolf,
Of course, because he senses that Sorcerer. I don't think he knows what planet he's on right now. That was horrible. But now, the graduate of Thunder Dungeon.
That was incredible, man. What an
my goodness. And somehow Sorcerer is still up. I reckon it's because of the neck training. Other than that, I fear.
Man, I can't believe
to imagine what Sorcerer's condition would be.
He should threw the X up. This is ridiculous. Oh wait, that's it.
Hidden blade, not so hidden, but right across the nose. And no.
Sorcerer stops all that. Here's Aeros. Oh, whoa.
Look at Aeros now.
Nice.
A face buster that time.
Sends Carom to the ringside.
It's just Aeros and Sorcerer.
Right hand, flip back
He's looking
round.
for La Mística. La Mística applied that armbar. Saw Carom coming. Perhaps.
And sat Carom right back down.
Another submission maneuver. This time a bow and arrow.
And trying to make Sorcerer tap. Carom stops it all.
I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. Sorcerer is almost trained his brain not to tap.
After what the hell he just did and he's still going, yeah, I might concur. As Carom is set up on the middle rope and...
Aeros with the big arm arm drag takes out Carom.
And Carom already bleeding and just gets... Oh! Both men went for their best maneuver and Aeros got out of harm's way. What a standstill. That could have been the end of the damn match.
And look at Sorcerer with the back suplex.
Now, it's Aeros.
Oh, and that time he nailed him with the Superman punch. AJ Aeros back up. But Sorcerer tosses the icy chip in the ring. He coughs up the fist. He says it's go time. And I believe that to be true.
Aeros.
Boom! Once again!
Cover, and there's Carom stopping it all. Aeros looks in bad ways as Carom.
Michinoku driver type 2.
And back up. Carom wants some more damage. Out the ring goes Sorcerer.
He's gonna steal it as Carom. Low blow, and it's all legal in this kind of match.
Aeros, no way.
Couldn't have happened to a better guy.
Aeros.
Couldn't have happened to a better professional wrestler. He got hit low, and now his chances at end of days are not.
Carom taps.
That is my Intercontinental Champion right there, AJ Aeros.
TIFIC champ puts Carom to bed in a way only Aeros could. He went low and then made Carom tap. Again, I know that has to feel good. It felt good for clearly Cade. That was maybe the best part of the night for him.
Oh, that felt fantastic. That felt amazing to see. Now Carom can finally shut up about his ego and what he did to Choco. There's a little bit of sweet revenge. It may have not come from where I wanted it to, but revenge is all the same.
And ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. You can see AJ Aeros in the chamber with Burnek, with CJ Speed, and with a whole allotment of others. We will see you next AWF on Warhead Wednesday is when I'll see you guys. But until then, you guys take care. Me and Kay will spin back on a Chaos and on a Dynasty. You know how we do it. I get high.